we need to talk about the New Jersey Devils. Man, who knew New Jersey would be this good this season? Let's look at some stats here. So, obviously leading the team here, man. We got Jack Hughes. He's got 99 points right now. And what's funny is I made a bet with my friend that he would hit 82 points, at least be a point per game this season. Obviously, I hit on that. I've drafted him in fantasy this year. He's been great for that too. So, man, I really like Jack Hughes, and we'll just see how much of a difference maker he can be in the playoffs. He hasn't experienced that. Before he got drafted, he had that clutch factor. So him and like Trevor Zegras, Cole Caulfield, he's always been a really good player. So I wouldn't doubt it that he can heighten his game up in the Stanley Cup playoffs. All right, so just next by points, we're going over to Nico, their captain. And honestly, Nico hasn't been anything crazy besides last year and this year. And I'm glad for that because he did go first overall. And just like Jack Hughes, like they didn't build up to their potential as quick in their first couple seasons. But I mean, it's starting to round out, and you can see how good of a player Nico Hischier is. And he's just really good defensively, and then he could just put in a bunch of loose pucks and you can shoot the puck. So he's your captain. So we'll just see how he deals with playoff atmosphere. Another young captain too. So who knows what's gonna happen? But I think he could be a difference maker for sure. All right, now we gotta go to their number one defenseman, Dougie Hamilton. He's third on their team in points. He is a difference maker on the power play. Dougie, he has that just huge shot. And a lot of the times when I'm watching that, I just know if he gets a hold of one, he can put it past any netminder. That's another thing about this New Jersey team is they're pretty lethal on the power play. So I just found out New Jersey's power play is only the 10th best power play in the league at 22.1% at the moment. But nonetheless, that's still, more than half of the league. They have a decent power play. And I like how they zip the puck around, especially you got Jack Hughes on the half wall, and sometimes he'll pass to Dougie and he'll take the shot, or then Jack Hughes will walk down the boards and just rip one at a tough angle. So I like to see that. They also have Jesper Bratt on that other side, and that's a perfect transition into Jesper. Having an unreal season again, especially after all the contract negotiation before the season. I think this man's gonna get paid on his next contract. Before the season, Tom Fitzgerald, he added a couple key pieces that are really helping with this New Jersey team. First of all, we got Andre Palat. He's only got 22 points in 47 games, but Andre Palat is not the type of guy to, put up 70 or 80 points. But he has that playoff experience, and I think he's one of those players that will level up during the playoffs. He gets key goals, so I really like that addition. Also, they got John Marino this summer, and man, he's been pretty good defensively for them too. He's just good defenseman, and it was a fantastic ad. All right, so now we got to move on to Vitek Vanecek, another summer piece that they added, and Vitek has been playing pretty good this season, especially when they went on their early run with those consecutive wins and just breaking I believe it was a franchise record for win streaks. He's played 50 games, 50 plus games. He's got a 9-10, and he's just been a solid goaltender, especially when he needs to make the saves. This New Jersey defense, in general, as a team, like team defense, they're pretty good, and they don't give many opportunities up. And they like to counter that with their fast offense, which is a pretty good combo to have. We saw that in Florida last year, where their offense was absolutely ridiculous, but they couldn't really lock it down as much. This New Jersey team has a way better defense core. All right, so if we go back over to the standings here, do they have a chance in the playoffs just based on who they might play? So they could be the number one seed in the Metropolitan Division, and they could get a wild card, which could be Florida, Pittsburgh, New York. There's another chance that the Hurricanes just beat them, be the number one team in the Metro, and the Devils and the Rangers. Seeing a Rangers Devils playoff series would be amazing. They both have really good offense and really good dynamic players on both teams. And I don't know. I think that would be a fantastic series to watch. Do the Rangers tough it out? They know they've been to a conference final, and the Devils, first time in the playoffs for a couple of seasons now, to say the least. But I don't know. I think they have a good chance, but it all depends on Shesterkin and if the Rangers really want it, because their defense, it's still really good. This New Jersey defense, I think, is a little better, and I think this New Jersey offense is just clutch at the right times. I don't know how much the exact stat is, but I know they lead the league in most goals under a minute left in regulation. And I've just seen that when I watch their games and they're down one, pull the goalie, and they always tie it whenever I watch it. It's just really awesome to see. So I think they can make some clutch goals, and if they just lock down the defense, this will be a great series. But yeah, thank you guys.